We're proud to present Seller Sessions live in London, where we'll be flying in some of the world's most advanced Amazon educators. The event will be held at the prestigious David Game Keynote Theatre. Alongside myself will be Evelyn Demirov, who is known for breaking lots of trends on Amazon, Anthony Lee, one of the early innovators of the blast ranking method and published author. We'll also be flying in show favourites Leran Hirschkorn and Paul Harvey. Over the coming weeks, we'll be announcing more speakers and content. So if you want to join in the fun with other super smart Amazon sellers and brands, then visit sellersessions.com/live and grab super early bird tickets before they go to full admission. We'd like to say a big thank you to all of our media partners, which include GS1 UK, Web Retailer, River Cleaner, Sixleaf, Orange Click and Amazing Freedom. We look forward to seeing you all in London on June 1st. Hey guys, welcome back to Seller Sessions. Again, I bring back Paul Harvey. How you doing, Paul?
Hey, Danny, good in yourself?
Yeah, good. I thought today we'll continue on with the protocol in terms of Facebook and in using it for ranking products. Obviously, the first session previously we covered setting up the ad copy, etc. But today I want to talk a bit more about landing pages, and you can talk about it from the perception of the using bot flows as a way, as the mechanism, as that middle part before they go off to their Amazon listing. So is there anything you want to add before we start?
Well, first of all is that we're using a landing page, which is great, but why are we using a landing page?
Yes, let's get into that.
So pretty much with that, a quick answer is that I don't want to send them directly to Amazon because I want to get their details first. I don't want to kill my conversion rate.
Yeah, makes total sense. And obviously there's different types of landing page softwares and stuff. What I'm going to talk about today in terms of a landing page, yeah, you've got Landing Cube and all these different options, but I find that if you're not doing launches every single month, you're paying out for a subscription. So I wanted something a little bit more dynamic, where I can fire up as and when I need it across multiple different campaigns as and when I need it. So what I've done is I've got my developer, we've got a WordPress theme, we customized the look to feel like Amazon, should we say. I'll leave that there. And it's all optimized for mobile. If we go back to the previous episode when we're talking about the ads, we were looking just to display the ads on mobile rather than in desktop. So it's much more focused to the kind of clientele that we want, and most people live with their life in their pocket, i.e. their mobile phone. So we just set up a cheap domain, just like with a generic name for to host the landing page. And then, you know, my developer paid $10 an hour and he dealt with the full setup for me. I didn't have to sit there and customize it all, done all the colors and implementation, etc. And then in some cases where I've done multiple language launches across the EU and in Japan before, we've implemented the translation, so we pay the translator to do those things. All right. But the way we distribute the coupon codes is I used a one-off software called AMS Coupon Server. I think it's like $57. And then obviously utilizing the Facebook Pixel plugin for WordPress just to make sure that we're capturing all the conversion information and data. Now, with the landing pages, there's two parts. I call it above the fold and below the fold. So going back to the ad that we had in the previous episode, what we're talking about here is that you need to focus on the main component. So for me, above the fold, you know, it's the headline. The headline is celebrating the launch of insert product name here. Then you've got the actual image of the product, which will also be in the ad, the landing page, and of course on Amazon. And then you tell them what they're going to get. So, you know, you're going to grab yours today for $169, saving yourself 90% on the retail sale price. Yeah. And then you just grab in the email address. We do not need date of birth, shoe size, and all these other things, because for me, the more fields that you add to a form, the more they greatly reduce the conversion. So at the end of the day, you're only capturing their email addresses. I'll get into it in a moment, because you want it for making sure that you can do some follow up, and obviously you want to be able to send this information to their inbox as well. The last bit is your call to action button, get coupon code. Yeah, or get coupon code, sorry. So what else I would consider is that that's above the fold as you look on a mobile device. You could also consider bringing over your 3 bullet points or so from your listings, have some FAQs in there as well, and then repeat that email capture at the bottom to save them scrolling all the way back up. Because on mobiles, you constantly flick going down on the phone. If you've got lots of copy, you're going to be flicking up quite a lot, yeah? And then you don't want to get all the way to the bottom and then go, right, I now want this product. And then you've got to scroll back up. So you can, on WordPress, you can have like a back to the top button, or you can put your call to action box at the bottom as well. So that's the first stage of getting the landing page and stuff set up. The next thing you want to be able to do is you need to be concise with your thank you page. And on your thank you page, you need to describe step by step. You need to add URL, which we'll talk about later. But to give you an example here, it says, thank you for your interest in our insert product. Here is your discount coupon code. Insert the short code for that, which is the unique coupon codes. Just take these steps shortly below. This will give them the URL, depending on whether you're using the storefront, etc., to send them to the store. And it says in step 2, thanks for choosing our product. Please select your color and place it into the shopping cart. Number 4, enter your discount code at checkout. Number 5, press apply. Once button you've inputted, make sure that the discount code is applied on the screen, and then please press confirm your order. Step 6, wait for your new etc. to arrive at your home. The code is valid up to 6 hours from receipt of this message. So that's for me in terms of just like the anatomy of the landing page and obviously the thank you page. These, for conversion reasons, these are very prominent that they're interlinked together. Going back to the form, I've seen a lot of landing pages where they may have 2 or 3 fields, and it's like, that's nuts, right? Because if your focus is to use coupon clippers off of Facebook to take your coupon code to buy the product, right? The chances are that when you follow up with those people, they're not going to want to pay full price on everything else. But the goal is to create visibility. So from those giveaways, then when you're ranking on Amazon, once you've reached that point of visibility, the real buyers take over, i.e. Amazon customers who are not aware of the discount. So they will buy your product. Doesn't mean that your product will stick. It just means that Amazon has given you now the visibility. You're higher up the search engine, and then people will make their own choices on buying that product. So for me, it always goes back to the focus on, don't think about capturing data when you're doing 80, 90% discounts. Only focus on getting the right amount of coupon codes distributed so that you get the position that you need to get visibility for the real customers to pay your full price of your product.
100%, fully agree. I mean, like with that as well is that what I do as well is that when I see my keyword ranking dropping, I just turn on the Facebook ad and then making some sales then at a discount, and then I start going back up. So pretty much you can use these campaigns to launch and re-rank anytime you want.
Yeah, so basically what we were talking about earlier on, where we want to make sure we get our ads right first, yeah? We can talk about rotating URLs and stuff in another episode. But the key thing is that you can always go back to the original ad with the social proof and the data there where you've paused it, yeah? Mm-hmm. And the same with the landing page. You want to make sure that's consistent with that ad as well. Now, you can use a software, external software. I've just explained the setup whereby, let's just say that you don't do launches every month. Do you want to be paying for a subscription on a monthly basis, 40, 50 bucks a month? You know, it's like $500 or whatever a year, when you might only do 2, 3, 4 launches a year. So it makes sense to just get one made yourself. But if you didn't want to do that, obviously you can just keep paying a subscription. But I've not used a subscription service. Maybe you can share with the audience here, but maybe you find that once you close your account, does it leave it in place with all the historic information so you can fire it up again when you need it? Or do you need to start again and you have to rebuild the pages? I don't know.
So pretty much with that, you would start again.
Yeah,
But essentially, to create a landing page, if you use the softwares like Amazon Promoter, Landing Cube, any one of those,
yeah,
to create a landing page there will take less than 5 minutes. It
of
really will,
course.
which is pretty cool. And often, what I do a lot of the time is that sign up. A lot of these programs have a $1 trial, for
Yeah,
like 2 weeks.
yeah,
Give it a try first. Really try with that. If you like it, stick with it. Maybe for 1 month and then go on. But the thing is that if you do lose the account, you're only losing maybe up to 5 minutes you spent creating the page.
yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. I think one of the things is I've seen some seriously ugly landing pages.
Mm,
And if you don't know what you're doing, I love building landing pages. I spend a lot of time on them. And obviously design is subjective, but I
mm,
think that design also encourages trust. And I think there's this misconception that because we are in a world where a lot of marketers in the Amazon world use this kind of long form copy, white
mm.
background, red header, black text, long sales pages. There isn't just one way of marketing a product,
Yeah.
because if that was the case, why is not Apple using long form landing
Yeah,
pages
good point.
with videos on to encourage you to buy something, and their ugly layout and design because that's what converts? No,
Mm,
that's for info products. That's for affiliates to sell to other affiliates. That's for people to sell snow to Eskimos. It
yeah.
doesn't mean your product is always going to be that way. So don't fall into the trap that you think there's only one way of doing landing pages and one way of doing copy. Landing pages that have got good design also encourage trust as well. Now,
Very much so.
as a marketer, would you go and buy, I don't know, a £60,000 car from some dodgy long form landing page with loads of videos that were created off someone from Fiverr? No, you wouldn't. Why?
No
Because
chance.
you wouldn't trust it.
Yeah.
But if it was an info product, you might give it a punt. Just go, I'm probably pissing money down the drain here, but it's worth a go. But
Mm,
there are people out there who will just part with their cash. And it's as simple as that. But I do say is that just be careful with, there's long form landing pages and there's short form landing pages. Short form landing pages work better when the product leads less discussion and discovery for the end user.
yeah.
Keep it short. If it looks good, it's great. If it's a bracelet, if it does one thing, you see where I'm coming from. But
Mm,
if it's a complex thing, then it does need more explanation. That's where long form comes in. But people mistake long form for, creating copy that's using NLP to tickle money out of your pocket and keep going further and
yeah.
further down the page to tickle a bit more, bit more, bit more until they've got you on the hook. Long form landing pages are also a way of getting across technical information to get comprehension for the person who's looking to purchase it.
Mm,
So
mm,
if you're buying something, I don't know, an air compressor, there's a lot of moving parts to it. Not my world, but if you're going to buy that, it can be deemed as quite dull and boring, but there's so many different parts to it
mm.
that there's more explanation on how to use and what's involved, what are the benefits of this product, what are the replacement parts and stuff like that. But if you're just doing giveaway products on Amazon and you're in home and kitchen and it has one function, then there isn't really a requirement to do super long landing pages.
You're so right there in that long sales pages they don't convert as well, but that's because you're educating your audience, and that is expensive.
Yeah,
To educate the audience takes a while.
yeah. So look, I've probably given too much of a hammer into long sales pages. It's not my cup of tea, right? I don't like those kind of things because I read them and I go, are you? I actually get offended. I read them. I'm like, are you talking to me like a 5-year-old child? Am I a moron? Am I really going to spend money here? And I'm sure I've done in the past, but I just can't buy into it. Does that make sense? So
Oh yeah.
long landing pages actually put me off, but that's probably because for years I've been building landing pages and I'm a bit anal about
Mm,
what they're about. And I understand about the anatomy of a landing page. I understand the psychology behind what you're trying to achieve with the landing page, but I don't always agree with the ethics of some of these landing pages, which is just absolute bullshit lies
oh yeah.
on there, So
Oh yeah.
anyway, that's me ranting now. Let's talk about from a landing page and transfer that over to doing it over utilizing bots as the landing area?
So this is really cool because literally everything you said before about the landing pages, I used to do. I really, really used to. And then bots came around, and now you can choose between landing pages or bots, or even landing pages that lead to bots. Either way, your choice. But let's say now you're going for a Facebook ad to a bot. Now you don't need a landing page. As soon as they click on the Facebook ad, the bot opens up, Messenger opens up, and talks to them.
Yeah.
So now the time you spent creating a landing page would be the time you spend creating the chat flow sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, think about this now. Is that I don't want to tell you to go purchase some chat flow templates. You don't need that. Just think now. Consider having yourself a one-to-one conversation with someone. How would you tell them about the promotion? Why is it promotion? First of all, is that you say to them, we're running a deal for 90% off. You can tell them this in the flow. And then we tell them, and then you ask them why. Because every customer is saying, why are you doing 90% off? And you say, it's because we have just launched our product and we want to raise awareness of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. So you help them instill that trust.
Yes.
And then you offer them the coupon code and say, here's the coupon code and here's the link to Amazon. You can use any link you want, whether it be super URL, search and buy, or canonical, whatever URL you want. Give it to them there, they go buy, and then that's great. But now the last thing is that the bot will then reach out to them. This is all done automatically. And the bot will reach out to them 6 hours later, or however many hours you want, to say, hey, did you get your deal? And if they say yes, you say, great, good to hear. If they say no, you say, well, time's running out, so you better hurry soon.
Yeah.
And then, so you reach out back to them. That's kind of like retargeting in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that works really, really well. And the reason I like this is because in landing pages, you normally get the email address. This is great. It's just for me, I'm a lazy marketer, and I don't think I know for a fact I'm not very good at writing emails, long form. I'm just terrible at that. So I like Messenger because it's short, quick messages, and I can do a broadcast on Messenger, which is currently has 80% open rates. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you did that on email blast, maybe you might have 20% open rates.
Yeah. And
also is that writing an email for me is far longer than it is to write a 160 character message to my subscribers.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of bots purely because I like them a lot because we now have the subscriber details. We can reach out to them as much as we want. Yeah. And again, landing pages or bots, it doesn't make a difference what you do. The starting point is the Facebook ad. So make sure that ad is done properly with the targeting, the copy. Only then figure out landing page or bot.
Yeah, makes sense. And you brought up a thing about retargeting. It's another thing that I haven't done much of and I plan to do a lot more of in the future. And that is to roll out display ads. If I'm sending traffic from Facebook to the landing page, you've got to understand is that you get quite a high bounce rate, and not everyone redeems or collects a code. They come in, they look, and they're gone. Now, if you're running retargeting, like remarketing ads using Google Display, then you could come up with novel ways and set your timelines for your banners to display at different times with different offers, lower offers, higher offers.
Fully agree.
Cool. I think that's it for that one. So we're pretty much, in this second episode, we've covered landing pages, and we've obviously covered it using it in terms of landing via bots. Is there anything you want to add before we go?
No, just pretty much pull the trigger on running a Facebook ads. I know a lot of people are still up and down and not too sure about it, but just do it now. The faster the better, because ads are rising and the costs are rising.
Cool. Best way of getting hold of you?
Best thing is my website, which is epsilonicommerce.com.
Sounds good. Guys, thank you for joining us. Paul, thank you for joining us. Don't forget, we have Seller Sessions live in London on June 1st. Paul will be appearing there. Also, go to sellersessions.com/live for more information. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.